In this episode 19 of The Daily Hustle, we are talking about setting up your sales machine, building your three-legged marketing stool so that your business can actually grow, and Marshall actually tries to sell something.
Broadcasting from the box that rocks and Thrive15.com world headquarters, it's The Daily Hustle with Daniel McKenna.
What is going on, folks? Welcome into episode 19 of The Daily Hustle. Over there is the saluting Marshall Morris. He is an author and founder of Madness Media and a Thrive 15 business coach. I am Daniel McKenna, co-founder of Epic Productions, co-founder of Thrive 15. And today we are talking about setting up your business to become a big, booming business that isn't reliant just upon you. Isn't reliant just upon you as the guy that can do everything, because that means your business can't get very big.
Yeah.
Marshall, you work with a lot of different businesses. How often is this an issue where the guy in charge is the guy and he has the skill, he knows how to do it, but it can only go as far as he goes, like his specific level of work, specific level of talent, because there's nothing built outside of that?
I would say maybe 75% of the time.
75% of the time.
Yeah, 75% of the businesses that right now that we're helping, okay?
Yeah.
And I would say, a large majority of businesses start off as a self-employment business. And that means that they have created a job for themselves, but they have not figured out yet how to get it to a business in which it is a system producing a product or a service.
So let's jump into a mystic statistic, and then I'm going to ask you your opinion on this. This is from Wells Fargo and Gallup polls. It says that today's small business owner works an average of 52 hours a week, with 57% of them working at least 6 days a week, and more than 20% of them working all 7. Now, Marshall, in your 75% average that you guesstimated earlier of the people that are having issues with this, how many of these small business owners do you think are working just in their business 6 or 7 days a week? Thus, they can never work on their business. Thus, they will always be working in their business 6 to 7 days a week.
Yeah, I would say these statistics are pretty darn close. I would say the majority of them, I would say about half of them are working those 50 to 60 hours a week. Okay. And they're working in it. That's in it, not on it.
Right.
Okay. And so they haven't segmented that time aside to be able to work on the business.
And that's the big deal here.
Yeah.
Because if you're talking about wanting to build a big business that A, can make you a lot of money, and B, can offer you a lot more freedom than you previously had, like time freedom, or being able to go on vacation where you want to go, or being able to pay for your kids' stuff where maybe before you couldn't, you got to be able to build outside of just yourself, right? Otherwise, you've created that self-employment for yourself that we've talked about in previous episodes.
That's right.
Okay, so we are going to be talking today a lot from the book, Start Here. Start Here right over there. Sam, give him a close-up right here. Marshall, you are a co-author of this book.
Yeah.
The world's best business book, Start Here.
Yeah. I'm the tallest author of
You're the tallest author of the authors. That's true.
Yeah.
And this book was basically written from previous experiences that we've had from consulting with hundreds of different clients and kind of putting those patterns together and then distilling them to, like, okay, here's the checklists you need, here's the workflows you need, here's the charts you need to build in your business. It's all in there.
Yeah. It's not like my personal, iterations and dreams. It's basically we've taken what works.
Yep.
We've found the common denominator between a lot of successful businesses.
Yeah.
And we've put it into a book to create the world's best business book.
The world's best business book. Okay. We just read that quote there from Wells Fargo and Gallup talking about how many people, specifically probably the people listening right now, of you, if that's you right now, if you're working in your business 6 to 7 days a week, but you're never working on your business, this is going to be big for you.
Yeah.
So you're going to want to stay tuned here. So we're going to dive into it here, Marshall. And Marshall, I basically want you to kind of point out where there's something that's big here, that really something that sticks out to you, maybe with some of the clients you've worked with, or maybe some personal experience, because these are all things that you can find here in the book. If you don't have this book, go to Amazon and get that book right now, or listen along. You're going to score yourself on a rate of 1 to 10. 1 to 10. Now, why do you do this? It's because you need to know of all these categories where you're good and where you are not good. We'll say not good.
What is good and what is bad?
What is good and what is bad?
What? How do I score it?
10 is good.
Okay.
10's a rock star.
Okay.
1 is I'm the worst ever.
Okay.
And the reason this matters is because if you are caught up working in your business 6 to 7 days a week, you do not have the time to think about these questions. You do not have these questions coming to your brain to say, you know what, I'm only a 3 in my lead generation system. If I could get my lead generation system better, I maybe wouldn't have to work every Sunday.
That's right.
Because I have more leads coming in. Okay, so this is all stuff that potentially you've never thought about, or if you have thought about, you haven't taken the time to like build these systems. So I need you to score yourself at home 1 to 10. 1 to 10 here. Okay, so let's dive into it. There's a bunch of them, Marshall, so I'm going to start rattling through them. Okay. And then I want you to give me any feedback here that you've seen, anything that sticks out to you, okay?
Okay.
So the first one, scoring yourself 1 to 10. Go ahead and give me a little bit of mojo. We normally ask a question on the show. We're basically trying to answer a lot of questions in this one training.
Okay.
So give me a little bit of mojo.
I got the perfect song.
Okay. It's the perfect song. It's the roller skating backwards song.
Yep.
That's what I call it. That's not how it actually goes. You cannot find it on YouTube by roller skating. Actually, I don't know. Maybe you would. It'd be something similar. Okay, so let's dive into this here. Number 1. The ability to consistently produce a steady volume of leads as opposed to having a ton of leads one month and then 0 leads the next month. So at home, score yourself 1 to 10 on the ability to consistently produce a steady volume of leads. Are you getting enough leads in? Okay. Number 2, step-by-step lead management and organization system your company uses. Oh no, we're already getting into the weeds here.
So check this out. So the lead management system is huge. Lead management system's huge because if you're not tracking, I was dealing with a business owner the other day. He was like, yeah, I would say I get to about 80%, but then there's a 20% that I just they drift and I don't follow up with them and therefore I never book them. One
of our questions yesterday was she had a 5 sales call system.
Yeah.
And 300 of her people had received 1 call and 28 of her people have received 0 calls.
Yeah.
And none of those around 350 people have received more than 1 call.
So you got to manage it. And in one of the future episodes, we'll talk about the 3-bin sales system.
We're going to get into a lot of, honestly, we could spend probably the rest of the year just talking about systems from these questions here. But this is stuff you got to know. So score yourself at home 1 to 10 on your step-by-step lead management and organization system your company uses. Just in case I'm talking gibberish, if I'm talking Egyptian here, give them an example of a lead management and organization system, Marshall. So is this like, okay, the lead comes in, it goes to this bin, and this bin, this is where we all call from. We're going to call from this bin, okay, call from this bin, okay, first call goes here. How does this all work?
Yeah, it's a workflow. So step 1, it comes in. Step 2, it gets printed. Step 3, it goes to this bin. Step 4, it gets called. Step 5, it goes into the appointments bin. Step 6, it gets called for the appointment. Step 7, it gets closed. Step 8, it goes to accounting for payment.
And is this all written out somewhere?
Yep,
Is this all displayed somewhere?
Yep.
Does everybody know this system?
Yep.
Or is this just your own personal, well, I got to call back Sam. Sam emailed me. I'm going to call back Sam.
Nope.
When I get a chance.
Nope.
It's not that.
Nope.
Okay. Because we're talking about building systems that create growth in your company so that other people can be doing these things besides just you.
That's right.
Or perhaps if you already have people doing this besides just you, you need them to do it well in order for your business to grow.
Hot sizzle.
And you cannot rely on just like one really good dude. Be like, oh man, if Steve ever leaves, we are screwed.
Can't do that.
Can't do that. Okay, so we're moving on here. Remember, rate yourself here on a scale of 1 to 10 on these items. Number 3, follow-up system to consistently follow up with all inbound and outbound generated leads.
These are like gold. You got to do it. You got to follow up with the inbound leads. These are the hot leads.
The hot leads.
Hot.
The DJ business.
Yeah.
Clay Clark started it, sold it to a good friend of ours, Jason Bailey.
Yep.
They implemented a follow-up system, and they grew their company just by just adding the follow-up system. Just doing that. They grew their sales this year like 50%.
Ba-boom.
Because there was an actual like follow-up system. That's awesome.
Hot sizzle.
That's hot sizzle. Okay, going on to the next one. Again, score yourself 1 to 10 here. You need to know these questions. You need to know what you're good at in your business, because whatever you rank yourself in low, those are areas you need to start working on today. Okay, next one. internal lead scoring and rating system to identify which leads are the most important and most likely deals to close, and which leads are the least important and least likely to close. Marshall, why does this matter? Why should I have a system for my leads and how I'm going to score them before I've ever called them?
Because you have done the entire painstaking work of calling outbound cold call leads, and so now you got to capitalize on booking them. Otherwise, that time and effort is for nothing.
So let's say you sold these taxidermied squirrels.
Ooh.
Marshall.
Yep.
You sell these taxidermied squirrels right over there.
Yep.
It's a good-looking taxidermied squirrel.
Thank you.
Didn't know if it was real at first, but I'm pretty sure it's real. And let's say you have an ad running out. You've got a promotion for your taxidermied squirrels. I don't know what kind of promotion you can run. First pause free or something. I don't know how that works. But then those leads start coming in. All right. Well, we've talked about on previous episodes, ideal and likely buyers. You need a way to quickly, like within seconds, say, okay, bam, 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 good lead. Bam, 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 good lead. Bam, 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 not a great lead. And then call the good leads first.
Yep.
Right? Because in theory, if you're doing all the marketing stuff right, you're going to be getting more leads than you can currently handle. You need to call the good ones first, the hot ones first. Yes, you're still going to call the ones that don't look like there's gold, because there's probably still some gold there. You're going to call them, but not as soon as... So I'll relate it to the photo company. If we have a lead coming in that says, we've got a June wedding, we're at the Mayo Hotel, swanky place, compared to... We've got a 2019 wedding. We don't have a venue picked out yet. Kind of looking around, wanted to see what you guys did. Which one are we going to call first?
The one that's hot.
The one that's hot. The one that's at a good venue. The one that has an actual date picked out. The one that we can talk to about our experiences there, as opposed to the person that they've got a date sometime in the future. Maybe. By 2019, maybe things change. Right? They don't have their venue booked. They're not willing to pay me yet. So I'm going to call them later. Also call them, but not as soon as the Mayo ones. So you need to be able to score those leads for you at home on your business so you know which ones to call first to get that money coming in. Okay, coming up here on another one. And we're not even going to go through all of these, honestly. I mean, let's see here. There's how many of these are there, Marshall?
31.
31. There's 31 of these here in the book, which you can score yourself 1 to 10. Is this part of the business evaluation system? Is this part of that?
The going through these?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Well, go ahead and give them at home. What is the business evaluation and why does that matter?
So the business evaluation is a complimentary evaluation that we do with people that are interested in business coaching or interested in coming to one of our conference. They actually meet with one of our coaches and we take them through the 13-point business evaluation that essentially scores you on all of the different systems necessary in order for building a business.
Okay.
And so you can give us a call, fill out a form online, and we'll actually meet with you to talk about your business, including one of the conferences that's coming up. So if you are interested in coming to a conference, we got one coming up on the 20th and 21st of January.
Okay.
And they could actually fill out a form. They could meet with one of our coaches and see if a conference or business coaching is right for them.
The big benefit of doing this, one, is going to give you a lot of stuff to work on. Now, why does that sound like a good thing? Because it's going to be a lot of things that we've proven over the time that this is how this stuff works, and now we're going to start helping you start working on those things. Like before, that's we're just in the survey part. Like you're going to find out real quickly, oh, I'm good at that, not good at that, good at that, not good at that. Number 2 is you'll get a chance to talk to someone like Marshall who deals with businesses just like yours all day, every day, and they're going to have a lot of wisdom to help you out there. So I definitely recommend doing that. Even if you don't want to come out to one of our conferences, show them the conference stuff here real quick, Sam. ThriveTimeShow.com/workshops. Come out to one of those if you want your business to explode in amount of about 16 hours. But let's say you didn't want to do that. Let's say you didn't want to get online and watch the thousands of video trainings that we have. Fine. Fill out a form online, get a free business evaluation, never talk to us again, and it's going to give you a ton of stuff to work on.
There you go.
There you go. Okay. We're going to keep rolling here through a few more of these. Let's see here. We're going to go on to lead generation system to produce a consistent number of leads each month at predictable cost per acquisition / per lead. Marshall, give the people at home an idea of what it is we're talking about.
Yeah, cost of customer acquisition. So specifically, you know how much you're spending per lead. okay? And you have to know this number because otherwise you may be charging less than what it actually costs you to produce that lead.
Have you seen this before?
Yes.
So wait, you've seen smart business owners, hardworking business owners
Yes.
who are working hard to do what they do. They're passionate
Yes.
about what they do.
Yes.
And they're running ads out there.
Yes.
And the cost of what they're doing and running their ads is actually more than the amount of money they're making from those ads.
Yes.
So they're working hard and also losing money.
Yes.
They would have been better to do nothing at all.
Yes.
And you've seen this before.
Yes.
Okay. So that lead generation system, the important part about that is that consistent number of leads
Yes.
at a consistent cost.
Yes.
Thank you for all your eloquent descriptions over there. Knowing what those numbers are. Do I spend $1 a lead? Do I spend $1,000 a lead? Is it making me money? Do I need to change the way I do my ads? Okay. Current cost per lead, we talked about that. The quality of the inbound leads your team receives are the where you're marketing your company and putting out advertisement. Is the stuff you're getting back, is it good stuff? Where do you rank yourself on that? 1 to 10. 1 to 10, okay? Company's ability to generate leads via search engine optimization. Oh, now we're getting into the nitty-gritty stuff here. There's a whole bunch of them, Marshall. I'm going to hit them rapid fire here. Rapid fire with a bunch of these here.
So rate yourselves on a scale of 1 to 10 on each of these items.
Each of these items, 1 to 10. You can pause this, rewind it, pause this, rewind it if you need to. On 1 to 10, your ability to generate leads via search engine optimization. That's the Google. Your ability to generate leads from social media. Your ability to generate leads via online retargeted advertising. Retargeted advertising? Oh man, we're going to have another episode about that. There's a lot of people that aren't doing retargeting advertising. We're going to need to talk about that in another episode.
Yes.
Your ability to generate quality leads from email marketing. Generate quality leads from cold call and call center based marketing. 1 to 10. Generate quality leads from trade shows, from print media, from public relations, from walk-in traffic. Okay, now radio advertising, networking, and the list goes on and on. Okay, now why are we going through all these specifics? Because if you do not know these specifics, if you don't know what you're good at and you don't know what you're bad at, now there's two schools of thought here, Marshall. One is we're good at email marketing. We're bad at social media. Does that mean they should immediately start putting in all their money and time on social media, or does that mean they should focus on email marketing?
No. The core concept here is you're going to rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10, and you may have 1 or 2 that you feel like you're really solid at. But the important thing to understand is you have to have a 3-legged marketing stool.
Ooh.
You got to have 3 different forms of traffic to your website or traffic of leads, because if somebody kicks out one leg of that stool, okay, then you at least got 2 more supporting that.
Okay. Give the people at home a description of what you're talking about. First of all, the 3 legs, and then also losing one of those 3 legs. Give me an idea.
So, like, give them an example?
Yeah, give me an example.
Okay, well, I'm going to give you an example of a 1-legged marketing stool.
Okay.
We have a business that we work with. He operates an online it's an online, he's a reseller for Amazon. He has like an Amazon business. Okay, so check this out. So he sells his products on Amazon. He's really, really good at it. Okay. But what if Amazon, because this would never happen, what if Amazon changed some policies and made it impossible for him to therefore sell on Amazon?
Ooh.
And this is, he's selling products on Amazon, and they change their policies or Amazon goes bankrupt. But, like, in no possible world would this ever happen, which they're actually doing right now.
They're going bankrupt?
They're not going bankrupt.
Oh, okay. They're changing policies.
Changing policies.
I thought you knew something I didn't
know. They're actually changing policies, make it a little bit more difficult for other people to be selling these products.
Really?
Yeah. And so for him, he was like, yo, this particularly is my only source of income. Amazon's ability to sell my products and get to the top there.
Yeah.
And so for him, if they kick that leg of the marketing stool out, then he wouldn't have a business.
So he no longer has money to pay for bills.
That's right.
To feed his family.
So we had to create other forms of marketing for him to be able to sell his product. Amazon can't be the only way that he sells his product.
Okay. So your three-legged marketing stool to keep your business consistent, it could be made up out of any of these things. It could be social media. It could be email marketing. It could be call centers. It could be networking. It could be referrals from current customers. It could be mailing individual print pieces. Find out what you're good at. Find out what you're not good at. Get that three-legged marketing stool going. A few more here, Marshall. Your company's ability to generate leads via ad spots on podcasts, via guest blog appearances, via mass mailers with multiple coupons and print pieces are packaged in one envelope, such as Valpak. From executing an effective face-to-face representative-based marketing game plan. Example, pharmaceutical sales representatives generating referrals from doctors. Okay, so what's the point of all this? The point is getting your three-legged marketing stool up so the company is not reliant based solely on you, based solely on your talent and your work ethic. Because at some point, if you're building a big business, you also want to enjoy your life. At some point. Maybe it's years down the road, but that's the whole point of it. Like, that's why we're doing this, right? To build a better life for us, better lives for our families, better lives for the people around us, okay? So that's what this is all about. So that was scaling yourself 1 to 10. And in future episodes, we're going to be talking about some of the specifics behind some of this stuff. But I would also want to mention this book right here. It's another traction book. We've talked about a different traction book. This book, Traction, Startup Guide to Getting Customers by Gabriel Weinberg and Justin Mares. Is it Mares or Mares?
Couldn't tell you.
Couldn't tell you. It's a big yellow book, Startup Guide. If you look at my copy, it is littered with notes and highlights and notes and highlights and notes and highlights because it's an awesome book. Okay? Again, it's a startup guide to getting customers. If you need more ideas besides the stuff we're going to be talking about here on this episode, you need to get into this book, Traction. It's a great book. Marshall, any parting thoughts here? Any parting thoughts before we get off the air here as far as when it comes to getting an idea of what you need to build in your systems so that you do not have to personally work in your business every hour of the day? Now, maybe it's going to take you a few weeks. Maybe it's going to take you a month. Maybe it's going to take you 2 years to build these systems. But the point is you're building a system and not just you specifically being the only one working in your business all the time. Any final thoughts on this, Marshall?
I got a quote.
I'm excited.
Okay. So this quote is by Og Mandino.
Ooh, who's that? Who's that, Marshall?
Best-selling author of The Greatest Salesman in the World.
Great book.
And this is what he says. No other trade or profession has more opportunity for one to rise from poverty to great wealth than that of a salesman.
Ooh.
So literally, if you have the ability to sell things, it does not matter your background. It does not matter where you come from. It does not matter where you start. If you have the ability to sell things, there will always be a position for you.
That's so true. People need stuff to sell.
There would be no businesses in the world if nobody could sell anything.
So are you mentioning that we should get better at sales and then also get better sales systems?
Yes.
Yes. Is that your definitive answer on this topic?
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead and hit me with some music here, Marshall, for the daily wins of the week. I would like you to announce this daily wins of the week as if you're really selling me. Like you are the greatest salesman in the world. I want you to sell me the daily wins of the week this time.
Yeah, okay.
I need to be sold on this daily wins of the week.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, right now, I want you to ask yourself, what are you missing from this show? Ask yourself, what do you need that would take this up to the next level? Okay, think about that in your mind. What specifically would make this show even greater? Well, let me tell you. Up next, we have the best thing, the thing that really encourages you, the thing that is true, the thing from real life business owners. We got the daily wins of the week.
That was good.
Yeah?
That was impressive.
You like that?
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, that was one of the better ones.
See, I just take the shackles off you of pretending to be other people and just let you sell stuff. Then you'll do just fine.
Yeah. It's a blessing and a curse.
The daily wins of the week here for this week. I know it's not on your show notes over there, Marshall. Dr. Z's Optometry Clinic. Dr. Zoellner, he's the CEO of Thrive 15. He is an entrepreneur trapped in an optometrist's body. He just celebrated 25 years in business at their big location right there off of 71st Memorial. If you're around the Tulsa area, 71st Memorial is like basically the hub of like where the big mall is and a bunch of shopping centers. Huge building right in the middle of it all, which means that he's doing big things. 25 years in business there. Congrats, Dr. Z's. Well done. Well done, Dr. Z's. And also, if you need some glasses, head on down. Zoellner and Associates. Glasses. Yeah, it's a good, I like that pump. Marshall's excited.
I'm pumped.
Marshall's excited. Marshall, what do we have to look forward to next time? What kind of can you look into the future? And we're talking about these systems here because we have all these videos up on Thrive. If you're on Thrive 15, there's literally, I don't know, 20, 30 different videos talking about specific stuff on here, like generating quality leads via online radio, from networking, from referrals from your current customers. We have all this stuff all up on thrive15.com.
Yep.
Okay. Is there anything you can look forward to in the future with this stuff here?
Yeah. How to manage a sales team.
Ooh.
So you got the systems, then you got to know how to manage the team. And there's a right way to do it and a wrong way to do it. So hopefully you're not doing it the wrong way.
So get out there and build your three-legged marketing stool so that you are not currently working in your business 6 or 7 days a week and never on your business. Let's work on your business and grow that thing. For the time being, that's all for now. Over there, Marshall Morris. Over here, Daniel McKenna. Behind the camera is Sam. How's it going, Sam? There you go, Sam. And that has been the Daily Hustle. Boom.